No dressing it up, it's an absolute sea of red today, guys, and you have asked for Gala Games, so that's exactly what I'm going to give you. We're going to look at it from a longer term perspective on the weekly. It's been in that accumulation phase for the whole of the crypto winter, and I'm going to tell you what happens once you break, crack, and put in that new high, and then the space above it, that's your profits in the bull run. So let's dive in. Right, so Gala trading at 4.5 cents. This is the weekly chart. I wanted to zoom out onto the weekly chart to give you a bigger macro perspective. This is what we're looking at the moment, this range here. Now, this range here was a long accumulation phase. Like I said, it accumulated for the whole of the crypto winter, for the whole of the bear market. And that started down here on the 9th of May, 2022. That's a year ago. And we didn't manage to crack the high until 96 weeks later. So 96 weeks later, we put in that new high, and we talked about on the channel the significance of putting that new high. Even if you retrace back into range, putting that new high has shown that the bulls have at some point gained some form of momentum. Things are changing. So after 95, 96 weeks, we knew that something was changing. We put in this new high, and then what we can do is we can look, analyze, and reassess whether we're likely to be bottoming out here. And one thing that I like to do is, I've shown you this before, is the BRVP indicator. So you just go at the top on your indicators, BRVP, and this indicator works absolutely amazing with these long-ranging altcoins. These altcoins that have completely bled, they're completely dead in the crypto winter. This works amazing on them because you can see if it's above the best area of, or the most area of traded volume, then something's changing. You look like you're starting to bottom out. If it's below, then you need to get above before we can get any kind of confirmation that the bulls are going to regain momentum. So we'll add that to our chart now, stick that on there, and you can see straight away here, let me zoom into this. You can see straight away here, this line represents the most area of traded volume during this whole period, during this whole chart. And you can see here that we were ranging underneath this until something happened. We cracked the new high, we've taken out this previous high, and now this is acting as support. So we've come down, it's just about kissed it, and then we've got a confirmation from that. So where would we be worried here? Where you'd be worried here is if you dropped and closed below this area here. It doesn't look much, that's a 46% drop to the downside. So using this as support and using this to dollar cost in, this line here is sitting at 3 cents. Using this to dollar cost in, that's your friend, that's your base. That's telling you that you're above the most area of traded volume. So that's how you can use that in conjunction with it. But the main thing is this range here. We've been in this range for such a long period of time. Like we said, 96 weeks before we broke out. We put in this new high, and the real confirmation is going to lie when this acts as support. So once we've got a break above, this acts as support, then you're on your merry way. What kind of profits have you got to the upside from where Gala previously was? And can it hit its all-time high again? So yes, it can hit its all-time high again. Does that mean it definitely will? No, it doesn't mean it definitely will. You've got to treat these like they are, guys. They're high risk. So sticking all your eggs into Gala is a recipe for disaster, in my opinion. You might get lucky, you might not get lucky, but you've got to play it. You've got to play it correctly, guys. You've got to play it correctly if you want to be successful for the next run. So one thing that we can do is stick a Fibonacci level, see what levels that we can look for taking profits on Gala, and how far up do we need to move before we can get to these profit levels. So you've got the 382. Things retrace to the 382 quite often. More often than not, they'll retrace to the 382. Do you want to be shooting for all-time highs on something when you can get a decent return up to the 38.2% retracement? And how can you tell if something like Gala is going to put in an all-time high? And it's all about timing in the market. You've got Bitcoin now, which has broken this level here. Bitcoin has run all the way up to its previous high. We know how strong Bitcoin is. It's the leader of the crypto space. It's the leader of the crypto market. Once Bitcoin runs, other things follow after that. And Bitcoin has just completely run. It's put in a new high, an all-time high, and we're sitting around here on Bitcoin, where we're sitting down here on Gala. So if Gala was up here now, then I'd be saying, yes, Gala's definitely going to make all-time highs in the next bull run, but we need time to be able to tell us whether Gala's going to make that big move to be able to catch up to its previous all-time high and then put in new highs and continue the run to the upside. So from where we are now to the 382, that is a gain of 627% to the upside. To its previous all-time high, you're looking at 1,762. So in my opinion, I'm looking for these old coins, guys. I'm looking for the ones that haven't run, and I'm looking to take profits at the 382 retracement. I'm happy with just over 600% profits on those. And if Gala takes time while Bitcoin's running through the 2024 bull run into 2025 bull run, and Gala's only up to here, I'm happy taking profits at this level with the 6x, guys. That's what I'm looking for on Gala. You can see with the Bitcoin dominance, as far as the current state of the market is, you can see the Bitcoin dominance has hit this resistance level at 57%. We've got a slight rejection, and we need to see how this level here, sitting between 54% and 52%, acts. If this acts as support and we crack through this level here, that's going to be bad for altcoins in the short term, and you can see another leg down. And you can see that with the Bitcoin chart as well. We're in a bit of a flag pattern here. If we just go into the daily chart, you can see we're ranging in this flag pattern. This is going to be our direction. If we break and close to the downside here, then we're looking for a bigger pullback in the crypto market. If Bitcoin manages to come back through, crack the flag to the upside, come back down, act as support, then he's going to have a new try. He's going to put in a new all-time high, and then we'll see where the market moves. So if you did like this video, guys, check out my altcoin playlist. I'll leave a link in the description. You'll see it there, and I'll see you in the next one.